is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see, the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Red Raiders will kick it off to get us underway. Squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. On the ground, it's Owens. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range that people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? Like a lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you, but let's see if this squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love now, Jesse. How do they handle that?
I'm excited to see how this team is going to finish, too, because we know they've got talent. They've got guys that can take the game over. The question I have now moving forward, can they do it on the biggest stages? And today, it's about as big as it gets.
And the pass is incomplete and charged loose by the hit. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Now on the move. Got the 1st down and more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Turning it on! And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here today in a game where a lot of Heisman Trophy voters, they're watching this one.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. The run to the left. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Got it in the middle, it's Norman. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, it's so important for these college teams. They'll fit right in.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Hart. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bussey. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
They just keep firing. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
And the Aggies are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw on 3rd. Lost one deep down the right side. It's a big stride inside the 10. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Arkansas delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Fayetteville. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the SEC. All that speculation all week, and now we know Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll try the run. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They go to the ground. Slithers into space. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Power football with the run.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. To the air, it's Hammond. Finds his tight end. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
And the Red Raiders are rolling down the field. Handoff to the lone back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Just missed his man. Gave him just a little too much.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Hammond. Dumps it to the back. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Red Raiders will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making checks. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down.
Well, that's disappointing for the offense because that's a play that you rep all week long in practice. You should be able to hit that one, no problem. QB receiver couldn't come up with a completion.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Hart. Looking to the big tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Fields the punt and looking for daylight. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And the Red Raiders with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
On first down from their own 22. They'll ride the hot hand. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own. Unfortunately, ended up losing yards.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll send the back in motion. Caught in the backfield. It's Williams. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Back to pass. It's Hammond. Fires to the right. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They want to throw it. Pressure coming. Underheat, and he gets rid of it. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Hart. Bringing the heat. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Catch in the middle, it's Norman. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. to the running back. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Got it in the middle, it's Joyner. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on first down. To the air on first down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Wilkerson. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
The Red Raiders getting set on 1st and 10. Send the tight end in motion. Now they'll run it on the toss. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice game.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy, and this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, you've got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it on late this season.
And the Red Raiders pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Hammond. Makes the grab on the left. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
Running backs nowadays, they are wide receivers. I mean, you got to feature them in the pass game. Why? Because you get matchups on linebackers like this. Great job getting the football near the line of scrimmage. Bam, break a tackle, make something happen, get 10-plus yards.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Trying to run, it's Joyner. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Hauls it in. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first. There he goes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
On the move. Finds some fresh air. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. caught in the backfield. It's Eakin. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The give to the tailback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Scanning the field, it's Hammond. Makes the catch, it's Hudson. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Reads it, fires complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
The Red Raiders kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Trying to get the corner. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run play action. Fires to the right. Touchdown, Red Raiders! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. UCLA is running away with this one right now, and it's kind of felt that way since we heard the first 8 clap today. They're up by 21 over Kansas. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Wants to throw. It's Hart. Under fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. They're
looking deep down the right side. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do, build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll give it to the back. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Leaves it with the running back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Catch in the middle, it's Carter. Breaks into the open. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
And the Red Raiders are on the move. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Fights off the defender. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
The Red Raiders trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Takes a handoff. It's Joyner. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Back to throw. It's Hammond. Grabbed over the middle. It's Carter. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And they decide to trot out the kicker. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. Splits the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game. It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. The give to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Hornet. To throw, it's Hart. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays for their QB, because they're in a huge hole, and they need some.
Oh, he's got some space. He's at the touchdown, Aggies. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Penn State is running away with things, and it's thanks in large part to an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up by 31 over Texas. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Don't think that one made it 10 yards before they got the eager paws on top of it, and the flags will fly. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Okay, ready? They want that clock to run. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. All kinds of room to the right. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders! They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. Boy, did he just scorch that defense with that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. On the ground, it's Owens. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. The give to the left side. He'll be brought down at the 32-yard line. Good job by the defense to keep him away from that first down marker. It's 4th down.
Coming up, 4th down.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
The kick is on its way. He'll field the punt. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Here's the handoff. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
They'll keep it on the ground. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. He did not make it a stonewall on 3rd down. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.